Bluffs has always been on the forefront of school security. School safety is the most important thing that we can provide for our students, because if they don't feel safe, they're not going to learn. A reunification drill is something we've never done before. We've done lockdown drills, we've done evacuation drills, but today is where we actually get to practice reuniting with parents.
Nobody ever wants to go through this type of a drill, but the more prepared we can be, I think the better off we'll be. And I think it's a learning experience for all of us.
The natural inclination is for people to think about an active shooter situation, but that's really not what this is about. This is an all hazards approach. And what I mean by that is there are one of 1,000 reasons that we might have to evacuate this school. It could be a gas line rupture, it could be a bomb threat, it could be weather related. Any one of those things might cause us to have to leave this facility with our nearly 1,000 students.
It's important that we really have a chance to put in practice some of the things that we have in place kind of on paper. You know, all school districts have policies and procedures, and we have emergency plans. Illini Bluffs has been very progressive in how we've really focused on those plans and reviewed them constantly and updated them.
Until you've really tried to simulate and run through what you've actually set down via your training and your tabletop exercises, you really just don't know how those things are going to play out.
This has been a tremendous amount of work. It has involved 4 months worth of planning, dating back to June of this past year. We've had multiple meetings with first responders. We've had walkthroughs, we've had tabletop exercises. Our principals have gone out and have assembled what are called go kits. Those are the supplies that we need for the actual event.
Our students have been prepared for this drill by the teachers, speaking to them, telling them exactly what's happening. We do not keep anything back from them.
If you ever have a question or problem, please look for one of your teachers, administrators, or someone that has on one of the jackets.
Our teachers are prepared, and we went over exactly what was expected during the drill, what was going to happen, when, and how.
That will be taking the form, verifying that they're either the parent or an emergency contact, initialing that they have checked the form and checked the ID, and listing the time.
So the key components of the drill for me are, one, getting students out of the building safely, getting them to their assigned areas, kind of two, getting to the church, making sure all students arrive safely. We're assessing the situation, and then three is the actual reunification. So getting parents with the right student with the right parent, making sure, again, because for us the priority is the students.
The Mindy inside that door.
Okay.
Then you'll go to that end down there, the far end, that's where they reunify you with your student.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other two forms, you can go ahead and
We'll let law enforcement handle traffic and whatever scenario may come up at the school building. We're going to really focus on getting students back with their parents. So that's, you know, the key component for me always circles back to the students.
You know, it went really well. There are always going to be hiccups, but we didn't have kids hurt, we didn't have kids lost. Two key factors in a positive drill.
I mean, there's been a big improvement, and I'm happy to see that. Like I said, the school, keeping our kids safe is number one for me, and I really do feel like we've stepped up, and such a small community to have this big of a measure is great.
I think it was a great idea, and it was very well organized at every step, all the way from the beginning to the end.
I think the end goal when we have a drill like this is to make sure that we're as prepared as possible for a real-life event. Obviously, nothing's going to go perfect, and we like to say Mr. Murphy might drop in and pay us a visit, being that things, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Everyone needs to have a part in a reunification drill. We've got police and fire, the school district. We all need to know each other, build those relationships, get to know how one another works, and that way if something ever does happen, we'll be ready. I would love to see all school districts go through something like this.